What is going on, folks? I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe. Hiya. So we're in our next frame, Atlas. Now, Atlas is kind of a one-note frame in certain respects, okay? For base survivability and just general humor's sake, we basically use 3, then 1, then 3, then 1, and as you see, rinse and fucking repeat. Atlas basically turns people to stone and uppercuts them out of existence 90% of the time. As an added bonus of just pure hilarity, because the Rumblers, being his fourth ability, kind of suck ballsack. The UI behind them just basically randomly just walks around and wastes your fucking energy and time and makes your brain cells die. So yeah. You know, if you need extra rubble, you can just use tectonics and throw walls at people. It doesn't really kill them, but, you know, you get the drift. I mean, if they're rocks, it fucks them up, but, you know, basically he's got two really functional abilities. That's just kind of how it works, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, these shards, and as you're going to see shard, you know, setups to where there's no, you know, Tau Forge shards. I'm not going to switch this bullshit around. We are just going to go right down this fucking list. So, we've got ability strength, ability strength, ability strength, and then max energy at spawn, and then casting speed. Yeah. Because it's like I said, man, you know, like, I like having energy to start out with. So, the build. Yes, you can do a multitude of things. Obviously, not do an off-suited polarity. Give yourself some more space up top. That's only going to give you 2 points, so one more forma. And you can just kind of apply whatever in the hell you want to do without having this off-suited one here. Just saying. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You know, Arcane Energize, Arcane Grace. I understand you guys are, you know, especially lower level players that haven't achieved, you know, or haven't collected more legendary arcanes, more, you know, augment mods, things like that. You do have to understand that these builds are going to be based into that. Just like when I shoot weapon builds, if I have a Riven for it, I'm going to show the Riven for it because I want to show not just what a weapon can do, but how much it can be buffed by even, you know, let's say a mediocre Riven. Right? A mediocre Riven can make a weapon just that much better. Sometimes going without a Riven can make something that much better. So it's just kind of a, you know, how you want to use it. But augment mods are typically, albeit they are band-aids at time, you know, a little patchwork thing. Sometimes augment mods are really pretty fucking helpful. So in the case of Rubble Heap, you know, passive augment. When above 1400 rubble, landslide costs no energy and deals two times damage and travels 2 times faster. So basically, once you build up your armor / rubble to or above 1400, shit just doesn't cost anything to sit there and punch people. It's a good time. Yeah. So you can petrify them, but it doesn't cost shit to cast the first ability. Just how it is. Slow. The landslide fist prime. My God, this is gonna be a video. Guess what? It's melee influence. What do you expect? Again, I don't want to hear no bitching. Okay, I really don't. There's a reason. Okay, the primary reason is simple. I want to be able to use Xeneric for energy function. Okay. But I still want to keep combo, hence why I have Galvanized Reflex on this build. And yes, I'm not even talking about melee influence because that shit is, it's whatever. The arcane exists, it exists in this function at this point. And by the way, I'm shooting these videos on May 18th of 2025 for anybody who haven't come across this video. So, you know, could I do a 10-point, you know, shocking touch on here? Yes, I could. Would it be a little bit more energy? Yes, it would. Does it really fucking matter that little bit? No, it does not. Galvanized Reflex keeps me at a 5 times combo, especially if I'm just doing the normal Atlas stuff of turn people to rock like Medusa and then uppercut them like Mike Tyson. And then melee influence is just really fucking powerful as it sits. So, yeah, and then you couple that mixed with Breach Surge, turning people to rock, and then basically just making them hate their existence. Not everything's going to die on the first hit. Why is that 19 out of 20? I must have missed one. Here, hold on, let's kill, clear. Bye-bye. Let's go to the Murmur battle. Not the Murmur, Jesus Christ, the Orcan battle group. Alright, and here we go. Trify, Breach Surge. Let's start punching people. It's usually just the heavy units that survive. That's pretty much it. I don't know how the hell I missed one that last round. It's pretty funny. With Ash. Must have not marked one. That's... That's Atlas. I mean, here, turn people to, especially if you use Breed Surge, it's hilarious because it'll just swath out groups of trash. Takes the garbage out for you. But it helps give you a combo, which is funny. So, but no, that's Ash. Or, I'm sorry, that's Atlas. I keep saying Ash. Stupid. Turn people to rock with this particular build, hit Breach Surge, and then start punching the shit out of them. And just rinse and repeat. So when Breach Surge runs out or all the enemies afflicted by it are dead, cast it again. And you will send radiation balls of death around to hit people in the face. It's a good time. Facials. Folks, that's Atlas. Thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one, alright?